Should I move or should I remodel? In today's economic climate with all-time high, not only in interest rates, but in home prices, we're gonna go over the pros and cons for you, whether it's better to remodel your home or try to find a home out there that fits your lifestyle. Not only that, we have an interesting story about the home behind us. Let's go inside and take a look. Deciding whether to move or remodel is definitely overwhelming. And what I want to do is talk with you about the pros and cons of staying in your home versus the pros and cons of moving to a new property and the financial costs that are associated with that. If you're looking to stay in your home, one of the pros is that you have a low interest rate and most likely you have a lot of equity built up if you've been in that home for the last 5 to 10 years. The con of that is that the likelihood is that you're gonna pull some of that equity from your home, whether it's through a second mortgage or a HELOC, then you're gonna have that additional payment to pay for that remodel unless you have the cash on hand to do it. Now let's talk about the pros and cons of relocating. So essentially, we had already talked about in today's economic environment, the high interest rate and the high cost of obtaining the property that you're trying to replace your current property with. The plus side to that is that you would not have to go through that remodel process and the costs associated with remodeling, and you would be going into a home that is already set how you would like it to be. Now I know this can be overwhelming, but one of the first things that we want to do is sit down and figure out your interest rate and equity that you have in your home versus what type of property you can purchase to replace the home that you're in, and really analyze if remodeling is the route that you should go. If we're considering remodeling, that is something that a service that we offer, and we can go over whatever it is that you're looking to do within your home. Another pro and con of if you're thinking about remodeling is obviously if you go through the remodeling process, one of the things that's going to happen is that you're most likely going to be in a construction zone for somewhere between 2 to 5 months, depending on the scale of that remodel that you're doing. The pro to that is that you are going to be able to make your current home into the property that you've always dreamed of it being. Additionally, one of the other pros, if you do decide to move, you're just stepping into that new property and not having to do anything, won't have to be in any type of construction zone. The con of that is that you're definitely gonna be jumping up in a house payment from your current home to the home that you're trying to move to. Maybe you don't know if you want to remodel the current home that you're in, or if you want to go out and find a property that is already redone or is brand new. Maybe you're in the middle. Well, the property behind me is an example of what is in between the two of those. So essentially what this home is a property that we're gonna build equity into for one of my clients. It is one of the lower priced homes in the neighborhood. And what we're gonna do is go through, build equity into the property from the full remodel that we're gonna do to it. One of the pros, if you go through the process of finding a home that you wanna build equity in, where you're going to do a full remodel in that's not your current home, is that if you find that property and it needs work to be done to it, this is something that we would completely walk through with you. We can handle all of the contractors and everything that goes along with it. It is a service that we offer to all of our clients that are going through a project like this. Additionally, another pro is if you can financially afford it, you can stay in your current home and not sell it until your remodel is completed on the property that you have purchased. And then that way you are not in that remodel construction zone for the entire process of however long it may take. And once you are done remodeling, you can move out of your current home into the new property, and then we can get your home up onto the market and sell it. That way you're not being disrupted while you're living in your home. And as promised, I'm going to tell you about the story of this home, what my clients plan to do, and the whole remodel process that's going to happen here to have this home match the caliber of the homes that are here in the neighborhood. One of the great things about this is that my clients had the capability of being able to stay in their current home until this whole remodel construction zone is completed, and As they are remodeling this home, it is going to build equity, again, to match what the caliber of the homes that are here in the neighborhood. And I'm gonna walk into the kitchen and throughout the house and kind of show you some of the things that they plan on doing. As you can see, the kitchen is great, a little bit dated. And so what they plan on doing is completely gutting this whole entire thing. This wall right here behind us, they're gonna take out, and this is gonna have another island, a peninsula. They plan on moving all the appliances this side to make it a more open and functional floor plan to where when they have guests over, they can entertain and do exactly what they wanna do within this home. So as we move to the other end of the home, one of the things I want you to really notice is that this home has a lot of arches and windows that are not necessary, that were very popular in the 1990s. My client is gonna have all those squared off, all the windows are gonna be replaced, walls are gonna be painted, every flooring in here is going to be replaced as well. And as we move into the primary bedroom, this isn't as functional as a bedroom that you would find in a current floor plan that's out there today. And one of the main things that we're doing is that we're completely gutting this bathroom because, as you can see, it is extremely dated. We're gonna make this more functional to what my clients want. They're putting in a large shower. A sauna is extremely important to them. We're gonna take the closet and move it over to the sitting area over here. That way they can create more of a spa-like atmosphere in the primary bathroom. So as we have moved from inside to outside, I know that we've talked about all of the remodeling on the interior. And one of the important things to note is that my clients didn't have any trusted contractors within their network of people that they know. So they relied on me solely to find contractors that we can trust to be able to do this remodel to the caliber that it needs to be at for the rest of this neighborhood. And the same thing that goes out here in the backyard and the front yard. We also have landscape management contractors that we deal with, and one of the things that we're going to be doing is not only coming through here and completely redoing all of the landscaping, but this structure behind me is going to be demoed. And what's going to happen there is after it's demoed, my clients are going to build a shop back here to match the aesthetics of the house. And we also have contractors that are doing the demo and the rebuild of this new shop to fit exactly what they want, and that will meet the neighborhood standards as well. There's a lot of information there, and I know that it's probably a very overwhelming decision as to whether you should remodel the current home you're in, move to an existing one, or even purchase a new home and remodel that one and move into it. One of the things that I want to make sure that you know is that I'm here to help you make the right decision about whether you should do any of these decisions, kind of talk about all of the pros and cons of each one of these steps that you may be considering taking. If you love this video, we have a lot more videos coming for you in the future. Down in the comments below, I have a link to my weekly newsletter, and I would love for you to sign up for that, and we'll see you on the next one.